Too much sugar, salt, or fat can devastate your health, along with drastically increasing your risk for heart disease and diabetes for people of all ages. However, for those in their 40s and 50s, your dietary choices become even more critical to maintaining sound health. In this video, we will reveal the foods you must avoid for better health and expose their hidden dangers, as Dr. Barbara O'Neill has warned. Number 1. Caffeine. Chocolate, even in just a little bit, has caffeine and sugar, and it often comes with dairy too, which isn't the best for your health. Eating a whole bar can enhance your caffeine levels, but guess what? The biggest culprits of caffeine are coffee, energy drinks, and sodas like Coca-Cola and Red Bull.
Chocolate. There's not much chocolate. There's not much caffeine in one little square. But the problem is that cocoa is so bitter, it requires an enormous amount of sugar to go in there, and the majority of chocolates have dairy in them, so it's really not a good food. But I do meet ladies that come to our retreat who eat a whole block. Well, there's a fair bit of caffeine in a whole block of chocolate. So probably the highest caffeine foods would be, or drinks would be, your coffees, the V-drinks, the Coca-Colas, Red Bulls, things like that.
Caffeine is a popular stimulant that affects your brain and body in several ways. It blocks a chemical called adenosine that makes you sleepy, helping you feel more awake and alert. This is why many people grab a coffee or tea to kickstart their day. However, consuming caffeine too late in the day can interfere with your sleep by reducing melatonin levels, the hormone that helps you fall asleep. Moreover, too much caffeine can make you feel jittery or anxious, especially if you're sensitive to it or have an anxiety disorder. Conversely, moderate caffeine intake can boost dopamine levels, which might lift your mood and make you happier. It can also improve memory and cognitive functions, so some studies suggest it may help reduce the risk of Alzheimer's. However, caffeine isn't all good news. Excessive use can lead to dependence and withdrawal symptoms like headaches and difficulty concentrating. Moderate caffeine intake is generally safe for your heart, but energy drinks can cause heart rhythm problems and high blood pressure. If you have heart issues, it's best to consult your doctor. Caffeine can also increase stomach acid, which might worsen acid reflux, and it's a diuretic, making you urinate more frequently. So, while caffeine can boost you, it's important to use it wisely and pay attention to how your body responds. Number 2, sugar. Here's a shocking but worrisome fact. Cancer loves sugar. Did you know that before? Let me explain how. Cancer cells grow quickly and need lots of energy, which means they consume a lot of glucose. This led to the myth that sugar fuels cancer. If cancer cells need glucose, cutting sugar from our diet could stop cancer growth. Right? But the reality is that the real link between sugar and cancer is indirect. Eating too much sugar can lead to weight gain, and being overweight or obese increases the risk of 13 different types of cancer, including breast and colon cancer. In fact, after smoking, being overweight or obese is the biggest cause of cancer. Limiting foods with added sugars is wise to reduce your cancer risk and maintain good health. This includes avoiding sugary beverages like soda and fruit juices and reducing your intake of treats such as candy, cakes, and cookies. Be cautious. Even some healthy options like sweetened cereals and snacks can contain hidden sugars. As Dr. Barbara said, a cancer cell consumes 15 times more glucose than a normal cell. This is why it's crucial to be mindful of your sugar intake.
She discovered that cancer loves sugar. The fact is that a cancer cell consumes 15 times the glucose of any other cell. At the end of the lecture, she had audio.
It's not forbidden to consume sugar at all. Yes, it can be fine in small amounts, but too much can lead to weight gain, acne, and type 2 diabetes, and increase your risk of serious health problems. Also, too much sugar and fructose, a common sweetener, can make your liver store fat, leading to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. In addition, high sugar intake can also cause your insulin levels to stay high, making the muscle cells in your arteries grow faster than usual, leading to high blood pressure. Sugar activates the brain's reward system super fast. When we eat sweets, our dopamine levels rise, making us feel good and wanting more. Over time, you might need more sugar to get the same feeling. And now, this is the worst part. For instance, Coca-Cola is a mix of caffeine and sugar, which can be very harmful. It's acidic and can have toxic effects on your body. Sugar is very acid-forming. Even though sugar is neutral, it becomes acidic when your body processes it. Your liver turns sugar into lactic acid and acetic acid, increasing your body's acid load. Guarana, a common energy drink ingredient, also piles on more caffeine. When you eat many acidic foods such as animal protein, caffeine, and processed meat, your body has to work hard to keep its pH balance. Number 3, processed meat. As Dr. Barber said, cancer loves acid.
Cancer loves acid. Cancer also loves no oxygen.
So, what is processed meat? It is preserved through curing, salting, smoking, drying, or canning. This category includes sausages, hot dogs, salami, ham, bacon, and beef jerky. Eating too much processed meat can be linked to several chronic health issues, such as high blood pressure, heart disease, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and certain types of cancer. But its most dangerous aspect has yet to be discussed. Processed meats often contain sodium nitrite, which helps maintain the meat's color and flavor and prevent bacteria. However, when exposed to high temperatures, nitrites can turn into harmful compounds called nitrosamines, which are known to be cancer-causing. This transformation happens most notably when frying bacon or grilling sausages. Even if some meats are labeled nitrate-free, they might still contain small amounts of nitrates that turn into nitrites in your stomach. These nitrites can potentially create harmful substances that may increase cancer risk. To stay healthy, it's a good idea to cut down on processed meats and opt for a plant-based diet whenever possible. Consider having meatless days and choosing more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. They are worth it. Another serious concern is heterocyclic amines, HCAs, chemicals formed when meat is cooked at high temperatures like frying or grilling. HCAs have been linked to cancer risk in animal studies, and there's evidence suggesting they might increase cancer risk in humans, especially for well-done meats. To reduce health risks, try cooking meats at lower temperatures and avoid eating charred or blackened parts. Choose for gentler cooking methods like steaming or frying at lower heat. As a result, the stomach has to make lots of effort to neutralize processed meat's highly acidic content and use important minerals like sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, making you more prone to chronic diseases. Plus, caffeine often comes with sugar, which adds to the problem. Number 4, hybridized wheat. Hybridized wheat has been modified to produce more acid-forming minerals. This means it can increase acidity in the body, which can be less healthy compared to non-hybridized wheat.
Hybridized wheat, the hybridization of the wheat created a lot more of the acid-forming minerals.
You might not realize it, but the wheat you eat today differs from what your grandparents used to consume. Modern wheat, a hybridization product, contains new proteins that weren't in the original wheat. This change has led to more people experiencing sensitivities and reactions to gluten. About 5% of the protein in hybrid wheat is new, contributing to inflammation and higher blood sugar levels, which can negatively affect your gut health. Why is this important? For many, the gluten in wheat and other grains like barley and rye can cause a condition known as leaky gut syndrome. This means that substances like toxins and undigested food can pass through a weakened gut wall, leading to symptoms like joint pain, brain fog, low energy, and weight gain. Modern wheat can cause blood sugar spikes, making it even more problematic than sugar's impact on your health. The wheat gluten comprises two main protein types, gliadins and glutenins. Research has shown that gliadins, in particular, are more closely linked to digestive issues. This has led to increased awareness of celiac disease, an autoimmune condition in which gluten provokes the immune system to attack the small intestine. Even a small amount of gluten can cause inflammation and damage, leading to diarrhea, weight loss, and fatigue. Number 5. Cheese. Cheese usually has a low pH, meaning it's acidic. Cottage cheese, feta, and mozzarella are more acidic, with pH levels between.
Aged cheese. What's the blue in the blue vein cheese? The blue in the blue vein cheese is mold. So the only cheeses that don't sit under that category, the cheeses that have probably a pH of 7 would be your fresh. So that's your cottage, your ricotta. I'm not saying that they are okay, because usually they come from cows who have not been fed right or have chemicals in them.
Eating too much cheese, especially varieties high in fat, might increase your risk of certain cancers. Cheese is high in saturated fats, which is related to a brighter chance of developing colorectal cancer. Additionally, some research suggests that eating dairy products, including cheese, could be connected to a greater risk of prostate and breast cancers. It might be a sign to cut back if you feel bloated, even after eating just a little cheese. Cheese can be tough on your digestive system, particularly if you have lactose intolerance. The lactose in cheese can ferment in your gut, causing discomfort. If you're lactose intolerant, you might think you can't enjoy cheese, but there's good news. Aged and hard cheeses have less lactose, so you can still enjoy them without discomfort. Also, watch out for dehydration. Foods high in sodium, like cheesy casseroles and double-decker cheeseburgers, can contribute to this. If you don't drink enough water or eat too much sodium, you might experience symptoms like headaches and reduced urination. To stay hydrated, drink plenty of high-sodium water before or after meals. If you're lactose intolerant, you might think you can't enjoy cheese, but there's good news. Aged and hard cheeses have less lactose, so you can still enjoy them without discomfort. For those curious about blue cheese, it's made using Penicillium roqueforti mold, which gives it its unique flavor and blue veins. This process involves mixing mold spores with milk and piercing the cheese to let air in, helping the blue veins develop. In conclusion, Dr. Barbara emphasizes that mindful eating is crucial for maintaining good health. Embracing these healthier choices supports your well-being and promotes a balanced, nutritious lifestyle. Remember, minor changes in your diet can lead to big improvements in your overall health. So, which food habits were you following and now you know they secretly harm your health? Now you must watch this video on your screen. Dr. Barbara O'Neill's top 7 foods that could actually starve cancer cells, so you know what foods you can consume to save from cancerous cells. Before you leave, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.